And they're all over the floor. And now, a word from our sponsor. By now, all of you, including the snowbirds up in Florida, should have received an envelope just like this one in the mail. It had your name on it, probably, and the stamp was canceled. You'll recognize it by that bright, colorful stamp on the envelope. To help you to pick it out from the other mail in your box, we've reproduced that stamp in the crier this week. Some of you may have thought there was something missing in the envelope. You can't find the puzzle piece. So we're going to go through the whole package. First, there's the envelope with that colorful stamp. Next, you have the Harvest Time story, which is our brochure that was lovingly crafted by Shauna Lee. Then you'll find your pledge card, which looks a little different this year. We'll tell you more about that in a moment. Then there's the blue contest slip, which should have your return address on it. This one does not. And it invites you to hunt for the mystery message, which is more than meets the eye. When you find it somewhere among the items I've just showed you, you write the message here, and you tell us what that message means to you about when you think about MCC down here. Then you include it with your completed pledge card in the return envelope, which I don't have one up right now, and put it in the mail to us. And I've lost my place. Okay, the first 10 completed pledges and answers by postmark will receive a home-baked apple pie and other surprises at next week's social hour. Even if you don't find the mystery message, return your pledge this week so we can receive it by Friday. Next week, Sunday is Consecration Sunday, when the pledges will be presented to God's service. The other item in this envelope is the Making Pies Bigger slip about tax tips. It was a last-minute addition and does not contain the mystery message, which is in one of these other things I'm holding in my other hand. Now, if you didn't get your mailing, see me during coffee hour. I can get you most of them, of the package, but I'm running out of stamps and envelopes. So now back to the pledge card, which is here. It's different this year, but yes, we're still asking for money. It wouldn't be a pledge card if we didn't ask for money. The only way we can plan for how the church will fulfill its mission next year is if we know what kind of budget we will have to work with, and that comes from you. But that's true of the rest of the card, too. You'll see that it also asks for your promise of time and talent that you can offer your church to help us accomplish its mission. Stewardship, I've been telling you, is more than fundraising. It's about using the resources God has given us to do God's work in the world. So please give us some indication of the time and skills that you have that you wish to share with your church's mission in 2022. It can be something one-time, like greeting or serving coffee, or long-term, like volunteering for a board or committee for 1 to 3 years. The apple pie chart in this other moving part shows how we allocate our finances toward our mission of worship, spiritual growth, service, and fellowship. We give our time and talents in similar proportions. In previous weeks, Drew talked about worship and Barbara about spiritual growth. Next week, Mara will remind us about service. So this week, I get fellowship. Now, I'm not exactly Mr. Social, but just as stewardship is more than fundraising, fellowship is more than potlucks and parties. It's all the things we do together as a Christian community, from coffee to the conference room. In fact, when we asked people earlier this year to tell us the best way they know to get to know other people in the church, almost half said it's by working together on a common project. That's certainly been true for me. Some of my best fellowship has been working on a team as an usher, a greeter, a liturgist, a deacon, a trustee, and now a steward. And Barbara, Shauna Lee, and Drew have all found fellowship in the choir. Volunteer your time and talents to work on boards, committees, or projects that interest you. You're building our community, and by doing that, you'll be tending our orchard. Many thanks. This message about stewardship and fellowship has been brought to you by the Board of Fellowship. Board of Stewardship. Join us downstairs after worship to sample the talents of Baker Mara Ford, storyteller Barbara Hampton, artist Shauna Lee Kwasniok, tech wizard and printer Andrew Kwasniok, and yours truly, Coffee Steward.